Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicole and I do makeup and I'm pretty funny, I like to believe a lot of people say, so stay tuned. But I am going to be doing this look right here. This is going to be testing out a foundation, as you can tell by the title, duh. So yeah, if you would like to see how I created this look and what I think about this foundation, then just please keep on watching. This isn't like new, but it's new to my Walmart, so I'm stoked that they finally have my color because literally they never have anything out. I've already done my face, and excuse this little honker here that I got. Satan has blessed me with one today because he is just Satan. So I am actually going to apply it with a sponge on one side and then a brush on the other side, just to show you guys in comparison if you do apply with a brush. It does come with a pump. That's so cool and I love it. So I'm actually going to just pump some of this on the back of my hand. I'm going to use 2 pumps just for now, and if I need more I will get more. So I'm going to go ahead and just dot this on my face. So this is kind of like, just from me looking right here, I can't see in the monitor, but from right here it looks like it's going to match. It looks a little too pale, but I can always fix that with like bronzers and contour and stuff, so I think I'm okay. But I'm going to go ahead and use my sponge and just pounce that in. Let's see. The only reason I picked the 120 is because that's the shade I was in the Fit Me, so I was like, okay, well, why wouldn't I go with the same color? You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna see how this works. It is coming off very yellowy, but I mean, a lot of foundations do come off super yellow on me. Maybe it's just my undertone. No say. But it is really like covering everything. I feel like it's covering decently well for a $9 foundation. Heck yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and pump one more pump on my hand and go ahead and dot it on this side of the face. And I am going to use a brush on this side. I'm gonna go in with my brush and just pounce that in. Again, I feel like with a brush you have to be super careful with full coverage, just because it does leave streaks and brush marks, and you really have to really work it into your skin with a brush. But as you can see, it's just kind of like gliding on the skin. You just have to be really careful with brushes because you can always get like streak marks if you don't pat your foundation in. If you just smear it in, you can always get those brush marks, and they are not pretty. You can already tell like this, the brush is giving off a lot more coverage, but I feel like it's just sitting on top of my skin rather than the sponge is actually like melted into the skin, if that makes any sense. So this is the brush side, and like as you guys can see, like, excuse my eyebrows, they're really ugly, but I feel like the foundation is just sitting on my skin. Like I don't feel like it's really like soaking into my skin. I feel like it's just sitting on top of my skin, but it is super full coverage, so if that's what you're looking for, cool, it's there. But I feel like it's just sitting there. And then on the other side, with the sponge side, I feel like it is actually like melted into the skin, and it's not like just sitting on my skin. It looks like my skin, but it is emphasizing these little pores right here that I do have on my cheeks. So I'm just gonna leave it like that just because for the sake of this video, but I do want to go over this side with the sponge just because it's like sitting on my skin and that drives me insane. It looks so much cakier over here than it does over here. It is super drying, like it doesn't feel tacky at all, so that's good, so I don't have to set it. So I'm gonna go in and go ahead and use my Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. I'm just gonna use this shade right here to kind of contour slash bronze my skin. And crazy story, I used to hate this. I used to hate this one, and I would like refuse to use it just because, like, even though it was my only like contour palette to use, I would refuse to use it because I felt like it didn't go with my skin tone and it made me look too orangey. And I recently found it again in my closet and I was like, oh, hey, it's beautiful. So I tried it and it just like, so now it sticks with me. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in the shade Light Ivory. And I'm going to pop that under the eyes. I don't want to do anything like too like dramatic. I don't want my concealer to be like boom brightening. I just wanted to conceal like these bags that I got because my sleep schedule is all jank and that's no bueno. In with my sponge and just kind of blend out my chin, my nose, and my forehead, but kind of leave my concealer under my eyes to sit for a minute just because I like when it sits into the skin because then it blends better and it doesn't look like it's just sitting there, you know? You know what I mean? Jelly bean. To set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the shade Light. I was going to bake with this, but I think I'm just going to set my under eyes just because I'm not really feeling baking right now. And this powder is like bomb.com. Like Maybelline is bringing their shit up. Like they are really working. Like this powder, if you actually need a really good drugstore powder, I would definitely recommend this one. I've literally been using it since I picked it up. Like I can't put it down. At first I was a little shook because this is a light shade. Like this powder is light, but like in person it looks a lot darker. So I was kind of shook. I was like, wow. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I've been recently loving this warm bronzer. Actually, I just went ahead and turned my brightness down a lot so you guys could actually see like my face and see how it's looking, because I felt like with my brightness I looked way too like washed out. And I'm sitting here packing on this bronzer and I'm like, yo, I'm already bronzed, okay? I'm too bronzed right now. So maybe it was just the light, you know? Because my monitor, I was looking hella washed out. Like, I still look washed out. But in person, like, I'm looking hella bronzy, okay? But it looks pretty good with my foundation. It doesn't look like it picked up anywhere. It looks like it blended all together really well. I feel like this is starting to sink into my skin a little bit. But I feel like this side is a lot more, like, not full coverage. Like, I feel like... Again, like I said before, this seems to me to be more full coverage than this side. So now I'm going to go in with my Butter Bronzer. This is the actual light bronzer. They do have other shades. Oh, stupid hair. So it's not picking up on camera, but I'm actually, well, it kind of is. I'm actually looking like super hella bronzy, so I'm actually trying to like blend it out. Especially like down my neck, because you can definitely tell I'm gonna have to wear like a turtleneck with this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. I'm gonna use this little like slanted fluffy brush. I find this gets like right up in there on my nose. I am gonna use my Coty Airspun powder. I'm just going to use it on a dry sponge, and I'm going to like bake the side of my nose just to give the illusion that it is small, because I've got a honker. Then while that sets, I'm going to go ahead and with some blush. This is my Milani Luminoso, like always. I like this one just because it gives me like that hint of pink back into my skin, and it also is kind of like shimmery, so, or not shimmery, it has a sheen to it. The Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder, and pop that on my eyelid to really set that lid, cause we aren't gonna do anything special with that eyelid. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera, and I shall come back. So I'm just gonna take this powder here. on a little fluffy brush. And just pop that onto my crease. Then we're gonna do my mascara. This is the Lancome, what did I say it was? Big is the New Black mascara. And I'm loving this mascara. That's done. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. I'm wanting to go matte today, so I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild matte finishing spray. Then I'm gonna take my sponge and just press that into the skin. So for my lipstick today, I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics Kylie Jenner Gloss in Cherry Pie. Honestly, I'm hella shook that this is a gloss. It is so pigmented for a gloss. So pigmented. Then I'm just going to tap it in there. But tell me, come on now. Come on. Like, I don't even have to go ham with that. I just go a little bit on the skin and it's like bang. Hello, snatch it right through this camera. Then I'm just going to take this brush just on like the pointy part and just apply that highlighter underneath my brow. Just to give it a little bit of a little glow under there. So my final thoughts on this foundation right here is I feel like all the products that I used on top of the foundation look bomb. Like, I feel like it all went together, it blended well, it wasn't super hard. I feel like if you do try to go like heavy-handed on this, it will become very cakey. It does oxidize like a hint, but I don't think it's super bad. You might just have to wear like a turtleneck with it. See, nobody would know. It looks so natural. But it does oxidize a little bit. It does look very gorgeous matte with all the rest of the products. So I would give this a 10 out of 10 just because right now it looks amazing. I'm going to see how it wears throughout the night, and I'll leave something down in the description box so you guys can check it out to see if I really do like give it a 10 out of 10. But as of right now, it is a 10 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Share my video if you want to. Heck, I don't care. But thank you so much for watching, and I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, gangsters and wannabe wanksters.